Hey Libra, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle, bringing you the energy check-in for this week. This is for the first week of February, so all the way till the 7th. We're going to start with the tarot cards to give me an idea of what the energy is looking like right now, and then we're going to go into the oracle cards for additional messages and advice. So I'm going to put these to the side, and as I'm reading, this can apply for the whole week. So if you stumble across this reading at any point during the week, there may be a message for you. So please take it as it resonates and get rid of what does not. This is a general reading, so even though it's for my fellow Libras, sun, moon, or rising, there are a lot of Libras out there. So let's see, what does the energy look like for Libras at this time? What does the energy look like for Libras at this time? Oh, okay. I feel like that one wanted to come out. Anything else? What does the energy look like for Libras at this time? Is there anything else? Oh, there was that. Oh, okay. We're going to take that. So, ooh, interesting. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. So the only suit that's missing here is water, which is interesting because I feel like there's something that I'm kind of getting the feeling like we're rushing an ending, like a rush to get to the finish line. And what I mean by that, the 8 of Wands generally represents kind of swift movement, like action, like quick changes. And I feel like it's kind of like, I'm getting the message like rushing through death with the 10 of Swords here. The 10 of Swords is like a painful ending, kind of rock bottom, a little bit like, I mean, look at him. He's covered, he's just DED dead, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm kind of getting an image of like trying to like, oh, this is fine. And then like, I'm gonna just pick myself up and not heal and basically walk around like, with 10 holes in my back. And I feel the sense, especially with this 9 of Pentacles here. The 9 of Pentacles resembles like abundance and self-fulfillment, very like a wish, it's a very self-sufficient energy. And I'm kind of getting the message of like you're trying really hard to either ignore this ending or like kind of like swiftly move on from it. Oh, is that part of this? Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I was noticing like this string and I was like, is that from me or I don't know, but it smudged a little bit. But I'm kind of picking up like you're not allowing yourself the amount of energy to heal. And I feel like this is I'm getting more of like a ultra independent energy when I see this as well. Usually when I see the 9 of Pentacles, I'm like, ooh, you're self-sufficient, you're like in your garden, you're like abundant as heck. But when I'm seeing this in this spread specifically, I'm seeing this as like, I don't need help with this. Whatever ending this was, whatever like pain you went through, I feel like this is like rock bottom energy. And I'm getting a very like, and especially when I mentioned earlier, like there's no cups in here in this reading, there's no emotion. I feel like you're just trying to pick up the pieces, like just all logic, like just straight, like we got no time to waste, we're just gonna move forward, regardless of how painful it was, which can also be kind of like a suppressing of the emotions, which I'm kind of getting a little bit. Because especially with the 8 of Wands here, I'm like, okay, I'm hurting, whatever. Like, I just need to get through this, and I'll be fine. Like, that's kind of what I'm picking up. Is just, I'm getting that like that athlete that like broke their leg and is like, no, I just want to get back out there right now, even though you literally cannot walk. And I feel like that broken leg may be something more emotional, less physical, unless you are going through like a physical pain, in which case, yeah, it goes the same with mental health too. When you need time, when something this painful has happened to you emotionally and mentally, you need time to heal. You need resources to heal. You need support to heal. Same thing as a broken leg, right? You need physical therapy, you need medication, you need to see someone about the broken leg and the progress of the broken leg. You know, with mental health, same thing. Maybe you need some medication. I'm not like saying like, you know, I'm not condoning like abuse of drugs, but if you need, because sometimes too, mental illness can just be an imbalance of chemicals in the brain. And I'm no doctor, but that's kind of what it is too. I mean, so when I'm seeing this is like, you know, mental health is just as prominent and like necessary for healing as a broken leg is. You can't rush healing in either. You can't just be like, okay, I'm just gonna move on anyways. Like my leg's gonna be fine. You know, you're gonna fall if you try to like walk around with a broken leg, and it's gonna hurt even more. And with emotions, it's so hidden that sometimes we can distract ourselves long enough to maybe not feel the pain so much here and there, but ultimately it's still there because it was never addressed and never got its chance to fully heal. So that's what I'm getting here. And I'm sorry if this is triggering. I don't intend it to be triggering, but that's just what I'm seeing. And I'm not going to like frou-frou around and pretend everything's beautiful when I clearly see the Ten of Swords here. So yeah, I'm just going to be honest with you. But that's what I'm saying for Libras. Oh, man. Also, like, this, like, Nine of Pentacles energy, I'm kind of like, yeah, this is giving me like ultra independence. Like, I don't need anybody. Like, I got my garden. I did all this. I came here all by myself. I don't need anybody to help me with this now. And there's nothing wrong with seeking help. That's also the message I'm getting. There's nothing wrong with seeking help. There's nothing wrong with, you know, feeling overwhelmed and feeling like you've hit rock bottom, you know? Painful endings happen, and sometimes we just need an extra hand to help us out there. So, and it's interesting because I'm also noticing, I haven't noticed this before, but I'm noticing the color coordination going on. Like there's a lot of yellow here, and there's a lot of blue here. There's yellow here, and then there's blue here in the horizon, if you see that. So I feel like it's just like a combination of those energies in this one picture. And look at like the red here too. So yellow represents the solar plexus chakra. It's all about action and doing. The blue is all about the throat chakra, so communication. And then like with this swords energy is all about like logic and intellect and thought. So I feel like maybe needing to like, I feel like there's also a need to bring in some scenarios, emotion is needed in order to heal, in order to address the pain, because it's, yeah. Because when you allow yourself to feel, it's real, right? It just, and that's kind of what a lot of like suppressing the emotions comes down to, is like, if we feel this, if I'm allowing myself to feel, then that means whatever happened to me was real. And you know, we've been taught as a society that mental health is just, you know, it's all in your head. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just a phase you're going through. And I am here to tell you that it is not just all in your head. And when you feel something, yes, that means it is real and it did happen. But allowing yourself to feel it all the way through. If you need to cry, to like cry it out. But don't stay stuck here either. And that's like the process of healing, right? You need like therapy, physical therapy. Like, I'm just going back to the broken leg because I feel like that's like the easiest way to explain it. When you have a broken leg, if you just sit there all day, it might like go back together, but you still can't walk. You know what I'm saying? You need physical therapy to strengthen the leg, to strengthen it. Same thing with your mind. You need therapy to strengthen the mind, to, you know, declutter all this overthinking, all of this pain, and, you know, able to strengthen your brain basically and your mental health. So I'm gonna go into the oracle cards because I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's look into the oracle cards to see what Spirit's advice for Libras are for this week. What is Spirit's advice for Libras this week? What is Spirit's advice for Libras for this week? And if you're in the state, I'm so sorry. Like, it hurts and it sucks and it's not fun. So we have this card. It says manifestation. It says be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. And I feel like too, this is almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. Like, kind of like when we don't address, like that dog. I don't know if you heard that dog just start barking. Like, if you don't address the barking dog, he's gonna keep barking, even though if you tune it out, he's still gonna be barking. So I feel like you're like manifesting this. It's like, it's kind of like it's almost like this. And I don't want, like, I'm almost like getting like a toxic positivity. Like, if I pretend this pain does not exist, if everything's all fine and dandy, I'm just gonna move forward, then it doesn't exist. But you're still thinking about it because it's in your subconscious, because you didn't actually address it. So then it's gonna keep manifesting in your reality, because in the back of your head it's just like, oh, we never addressed this, you know? So something might trigger you, and it's like, okay, now you're manifesting like the cycle all over again. And so I think this is also being clear about manifesting the things that you truly desire. Do you really desire healing? And that's the thing too. Some folks decide, like, or think that if they are in this constant state of pain, then the help will come to them. And that is also an addiction too, an addiction to pain, an addiction to feeling like, okay, if I'm all healed and I'm good, who's going to be there to help me? Because I don't need help anymore, you know? Like, and I feel like that's where, and of course, you know, this isn't, you have free will, so you can do whatever you want, no judgment. But if that's not what you want, if you want help, if you want connection, then manifest connection. Don't manifest, you know, connection for the intent of, because someone's seeing you suffer, right? Manifest these connections because they want to see you thrive, because they're there for you, because they are, you know, supporting you, your healing, rather than supporting like, oh, well, I'm here because you're in pain, you know? So that's what I'm picking up. And I'm sorry, this is a little heavy. I did not, yeah. Also because Libras are they're all about balance and justice. I feel like there needs to be a balance with the emotion too. So let's look into the last oracle cards to see what is the final message Spirit has for Libras for this week. I'm sorry if I keep like repeating myself or I sound like a broken record. When I do readings, 9 times out of 10, once I'm finished recording or I'm finished with my reading, I don't remember what I said, because I'm just channeling and I just say what I say. So even during a reading, I'll just, if it needed to be said again, I'll probably just say it again. So let's see what final message does. Oop, there we go. This is the one. It says your treasure is at hand. Interesting. And on the reverse it says, sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they've already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Actually, zippier is on quite a few lists. Tally-ho, the universe. And I really do feel like in this sense too, having your treasure be, you know, feeling self-abundant, feeling self-fulfilled without the need for having anyone around as well. But, and I'm kind of getting like a balance, right? Balance to the sense of like, when you need help, you can still seek help. You know, your treasure is, you know, those around you as well that can help you through it. But also it's that balance. It's a very fine balance between becoming addicted to someone helping you because you're hurt, as opposed to feeling self-sufficient, self-abundant because you're healing, because you're like in this place of peace and like serenity. And I honestly hope that for you, because yeah. And that's if you want to manifest it. So I'm seeing like some pretty heavy energy right now, Libras. And so if you're not feeling this way, if you're feeling like self-abundant, and maybe that's another message too. I'm kind of getting like side story. But if you're feeling like, okay, something ended and you're like, something ended and you're moving on from it and you feel self-sufficient because of this ending, then yes. You know, if this is like reverse, because we are also in retrograde, so things can be in reverse. So if you're in a situation where something has ended and it's like, you know, you went through the process of healing and you're like, okay, I need to move forward from it now. And because you've moved on from this pain, you're feeling much better, you're feeling self-abundant, you're feeling self-sufficient, then yes, manifestation, right? You're manifesting your healing, you're manifesting your abundance, and that's amazing. And your treasure is at hand, is literally in your hand, you know? That's great. But I was definitely picking up the latter, so I was picking up the other message first. So I definitely think either way, you know, healing and the balance and is definitely needed this week. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the reading here. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments what you think, if it resonated, how it resonated, and I really hope this brought clarity of some kind. I really hope that I didn't just confuse you more or I triggered you in a hurtful way. That's not my intention at all. I really hope that you do, you know, feel better, or healing, you know, or working on the thing. I want you to manifest everything you want. You deserve so much happiness, and I am hoping that for you. And yeah, I will see you all in another reading. Okay, take care, Libras. Bye.